situated. This is actually most comfortable. Ugh. Okay. I'm ready. Kelsey from the Love Mom channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how we recently transitioned Madison from our room to her own nursery. And actually, I kept telling myself that when she turned one, I think it was about that time that we transitioned her to the nursery. And we actually had really good sleeping patterns with her in our room because she was never in the bed with us. That just never worked for us, and that was something that I always wanted to steer away from. Not that it's bad, but it was just my choice that I always wanted to give her that sense of independency, so that she went from her bassinet to her playpen, and then that's where she continued to sleep until she turned one. She does have her own nursery and her own crib and everything, and it's actually just right across the hall, so it's super close to us, which is nice because it makes me feel a little bit more at ease in case she wakes up in the middle of the night. But I know that at night when we lay her down to go to bed, we usually give her a bottle and then we give her the pacifier. So she'll drink her bottle and finish it, and the pacifier is right next to her, and she sticks that in her mouth, and that's kind of how she puts herself to sleep. I never personally got used to rocking her to sleep. We always, would put her down and she would kind of put herself to sleep. So I guess we're kind of lucky in that sense. It does make it a little bit easier for us. And the first night that she slept by herself was on her birthday, her first birthday, and I wanted that to be really special for us. And special for her too. So, when she grows up, I can tell her, hey, the first time that you ever slept in your room by yourself was when you turned one, and it was actually on the night of her birthday. For the first couple days, she did okay. She didn't do as good as she usually does when she was in our room. She woke up 2 times, but it was really easy to put her back to sleep. I kind of just held her for a little bit, rocked her in the chair, the rocking chair, and then she would fall asleep and I'd put her back down. The first 3 nights, I actually slept on the floor in her room, just because I think that was just kind of my own thing, like my personal thing. Something that, I don't know, it kind of made the transition a little bit easier. And we do have monitors, or a monitor, so it's actually a little bit easier because, I can turn that on while we're sleeping, and if I wake up in the middle of the night to check on her, I mean, she's right there and I can see everything. Um, and it's funny because a lot of people tell me, well, how did you get her to sleep through the night, or how did you develop these sleeping patterns? And I don't know. I guess because ever since she was born, I had always told myself I never wanted to give her that luxury of sleeping in the bed with us. That's just the way that I chose to do it, and I was always really adamant about it. I was always tell my fiance, I don't want her in the bed. I do not want her to get used to that because I know that it's a really hard habit to break. So I think transitioning her from the bassinet to the playpen to the crib, she developed her own sense of independence, and she kind of learned how to put herself to sleep, and we never got used to rocking her. And um, it's been a very smooth transition, and now she's sleeping throughout the night. Sometimes she does wake up for a bottle, and like I said, she's just right across the hall from us, so it's really easy to get up and check on her. When I do put her down to go to sleep, when I give her the bottle and the pacifier, I'll shut the door and I'll leave like a little bit of a crack so that I can always peek in and check on her or look at the monitor. Once I know that she is asleep, that's when I'll open the door, because I always sleep with our door open and her door open. It's just my choice of the way to do things. Not that it's right and not that it's wrong. But I'm actually curious to hear from you guys as far as what you guys did to transition, your children from the bassinet, or you know, I know that I have some friends that are like, oh, my baby's been sleeping in the crib, you know, since he or she was a few months old. And that's awesome. I wish I could do that. I was always so scared. I loved having her in the room with us, and I enjoyed it for the first year. But we want to hear your guys' comments and thoughts, and what your sleeping patterns are with your children. And if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Bye.